Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are going to be triggering all 30 NBA fan bases. I'm pretty much going to click on a team and try to roast them. I did not think of any of these like offhand at first, so it's like I'm just going to say what's coming to my mind first, okay, guys? So here we go. Starting with the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young. Not even your own fans want you. Everybody wished that they would have kept Luka Doncic over you. And really, this team's best bet is that you become a poor man's Stephen Curry. For the Boston Celtics, what can we roast about the Boston Celtics? Well, your star point guard does not even want to be part of your team. We all know he's going to end up on the New York Knicks. Come on, Celtic fans. Not to mention, you guys aren't going to win this season. You're going to end up trading away your whole future for Anthony Davis, all for nothing. For the Brooklyn Nets, sure, you guys think you have a pretty good future, but let's be honest, when it comes to D'Angelo Russell, he was simply the Los Angeles Lakers scraps, the guy that nobody wanted. Now he's on your team, and he's not going to lead you guys anywhere. I mean, you guys might think you have some success, but if we're being honest, guys, D'Lo, he's going to be a good, solid point guard, but you guys are not winning a championship while his career is on the Brooklyn Nets. For the Charlotte Hornets, you guys do have the GOAT of basketball, Michael Jordan, as your team owner. Unfortunately, he is wasting the entire career of Kemba Walker. He has no management skills whatsoever, and Kemba Walker being an all-star starter is great, but guess what? This team's not doing anything. Miles Bridges is a bust, and, I mean, you guys got Cody Zeller, so you got that going for you. Oh, wait, he's got a bitch-ass contract, so even if you wanted to give Kemba Walker help, there's no valuable trade pieces on this team. For Chicago Bulls fans, you guys care more about getting back a mediocre Derrick Rose than you do about the success of the future of your team. Zach LaVine is overpaid, he's injury prone, and the only reason he's putting up stats because he's on a trash team is if he was doing this anywhere else, he simply would not be putting up those numbers. And really, man, it shows the record that Zach LaVine just has inflated stats, much like Kevin Love did on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Cleveland Cavaliers, the only chance you guys ever have of getting back to the NBA Finals is hoping that the next GOAT of basketball once again gets born in Ohio, and we all know that's not going to happen again. So everybody's really hyped about Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, but for being honest, man, Luka is never going to be as good as Dirk Nowitzki, and you guys only won a single championship with Dirk as your main guy, so if Dirk's better, I'm not really seeing you guys winning anything with Luka Doncic, and Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a one-year rental. He's probably going to be gone eventually anyway. So Denver Nuggets, you guys have had one of the best records in the entire NBA, and for a bit, the best record in the Western Conference. Just nobody believes in your franchise at all. Nobody honestly thinks the Denver Nuggets are going to get to the finals or win the finals. Even with Jokic, this team is destined to be, a good team, but just never good enough. Reggie Jackson. No matter how successful the Golden State Warriors are, they are never going to be viewed as one of the most loved franchises of all time. Kevin Durant, leaving from the OKC Thunder to this team. DeMarcus Cousins signed for $5 million. It's just tainted any sort of legacy that this team planned on leaving behind. You guys should have just stuck with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, and Andrew Bogut. You guys would have been fine, but investing in the Snakes did not really help you guys whatsoever. James Harden can win the MVP. He could be a 2-time MVP, 3-time MVP, 4-time MVP. But we all know he is never getting past the Golden State Warriors. We know that James Harden is never actually going to win a championship ring. If you guys get close to it, I mean, Chris Paul is going to end up getting injured anyway. Paul George is playing better basketball right now on the OKC Thunder, and better basketball than Victor Oladipo will ever play in his entire NBA career. The Clippers are not going to get a single big name free agent. Let's be honest. Any big name out there wants to play for the Lakers, not for the Clippers. It's been like that forever, and it's going to be like that until the end of time. LeBron James is playing the worst basketball of his entire NBA career for your guys' franchise. Everybody wants him to come here and be the next Kobe Bryant, lead you guys to championships. It's not going to happen. You guys are going to have killed chemistry until you trade these young guys away. Their trade value is going to be at an all-time low because, of course, we know they don't want to be there. You're going to trade for some sort of star, but guess what? It's still not going to lead to a championship. There's way better teams out there. There's way better younger teams out there. LeBron James just washed up. You guys could not even win a championship ring with a prime Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, and Zach Randolph. What makes you guys think that any sort of rebuild is going to lead to success for this franchise? Big names are not going to sign there, and it just seems like a lost cause. Sell the team. Any ring you guys won with LeBron James does not really mean anything at all. Just because he could have done that with any franchise out there, with any players around him during the time when he played for the Miami Heat. I don't know why you guys are so proud of it. I mean, sure, be proud of the one you won with Dwayne Wade and old Shaquille O'Neal, but don't really think this is a destination that people are going to want to go to. Giannis Antetokounmpo is destined to be the next superstar that puts up really great numbers throughout his career, and it leads to 0 championship rings. The Minnesota Timberwolves trash organization drove away Kevin Garnett, and Karl-Anthony Towns is next to request a trade. Your former team owner had a chance to land one of the biggest deals in franchise history and NBA history, and he failed to do so. As a result, you guys are going to lose out on keeping Anthony Davis. He's going to get traded to a team, and you guys are going to get little to nothing for him. I'm not quite sure what took longer to build, the Egyptians with the pyramids or the New York Knicks franchise. It seems this team's been in rebuild mode since I started watching basketball. Even with Carmelo Anthony, you guys failed to deliver on anything in the playoffs, and now you guys lost on Kristaps Porzingis, and you're probably going to lose out in free agency. If you guys could not win a ring with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, what the hell makes you think you are going to win a franchise with Russell Westbrook and Paul George? It's time to officially put in for a name change for the Orlando Magic, switching to the Orlando Tragic. This team has done nothing since losing Dwight Howard, and they don't look like they're doing anything in the next 5 to 10 years. The Philadelphia 76ers have way too many egos on their team to really find any sort of success. I have a higher three-point percentage than Ben Simmons. The Phoenix Suns, more like the Phoenix Eclipse. Tyler Johnson is your starting point guard. Before this season, people were saying that Damian Lillard has been snubbed as an all-star for a long time, but if we're being honest, what has he done to really say that he's an elite point guard? This team never has any sort of playoff success, and they always choke. So people think that the Sacramento Kings are like the next up-and-coming team, but I look at the roster right there, and sure, I see some good players, but it definitely does not ring championship to me whatsoever. There's no way any of these guys beat out some of the elite talents in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard had the last laugh. Kawhi Leonard is going to leave your team. This team's chances of ever winning a championship was like Rudy Gobert when he got snubbed from the All-Star team. Sad. John Wall is out for the next 12 months, and you guys owe him about $40 million a season. So there we go, guys. That is the end of the video. I don't know. Maybe I did bad at this. I was just trying to think of stuff off the top of my head. So maybe you're triggered. Maybe you're not. But anyway, hope you guys all did enjoy. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.